What's up, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read some tarot for you today. We'll start with love, and then we will move into money, finances, career. So this will be a general reading for the fire signs collectively. Placements that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus might be in fire. Anyone's welcome into this reading. I just ask you come in with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to learn something and better yourself. And if the messages that come through don't resonate, feel free to push them aside. Allow them to go out to who needs to hear them. Feel free to release if it doesn't resonate. But you may choose to come back in the future. Sometimes tarot messages will make more sense then. So, up to you. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun for fire signs. What helpful messages can we get in love? Fire signs who are in love, looking for love. The Empress. All right, cool. So possibly some Taurus energy coming through with that. The Four of Wands, celebrating your beauty. Someone who wants to celebrate and enjoy the pleasures of life with you. There's sort of a theme of sort of like luxury and treating yourself. So you might be going on like a couples retreat or, couples massage or doing something that's very, that involves sort of like the sensuality of the body. And then you have the Four of Cups too. So I'm hearing the word preserve, wanting to preserve something. You may be in sort of, this could be like marital bliss or, the honeymoon stages of a relationship. But you may, I don't know if you're still peeking in on someone else. I actually don't think that's true. I think some of my fire signs may feel like they have an ex who hasn't let go of them yet. What can I tell? And you may flat out know, your ex may be checking your Instagram stories or something like that, right? So I feel so silly saying that, but it's true. Everybody knows it, right? Yeah, let's see. What's the deal with that? Yeah, it's almost like this person may have even tried to reach out to you, and the idea of like the ball's in your court. I don't think you're returning it because I don't think you're interested. I think you know that someone is trying to initiate something new with you. I will say again, for most of you it feels like an ex, but yeah, it's a one-way street. You're not meeting them halfway because you seem to be taken, fire signs. Of course, you can always reverse the order, right? Maybe this is you peeking in on someone and you flat out already know that this to me seems like it's set in stone, right? Taurus energy, earth energy, it's kind of fixed. So for the time being, this seems very pleasant and enjoyable. So I'm hoping that's you. But if it isn't, right, I'm here to help. But yeah, this kind of seems like you're peeking in or looking through the window of someone else's narrative when I think the universe is trying to get you to aim elsewhere, to shoot elsewhere, to find someone who's just simply more in alignment with where you're at now or what it is that you're seeking. And I know some of you are like, yeah, but I'm seeking this person. Well, again, I don't think at this point in time, they're not seeking you. So I would allow that to exit your life. And who knows, sometimes things come around again, but I would bet on yourself. I would invest more time in loving yourself. And hopefully you'll find someone who kind of matches your energy in the near future. Let's talk about that. And I'm almost not sure who's who anymore, so I'm going to finish this little thing. If the fire signs are sort of in this state of all up in your feelings, Four of Cups, because your person has been taken, I'm almost get the idea of like it's time to put that one to bed. It's time to maybe pursue other options. Because a lot of you, it's like your intuition told you that this wasn't an avenue that you should pursue any longer, but you really seem to be struggling with that. It's almost like you see both sides of it, or you keep recounting the things in this relationship that added value to your life, but you're not looking at sort of like the obvious red flag of where it isn't adding value to your life, because again, they're not really there, or if they are, they're not all in, because this one seems to be taking up much more space in their life. Yeah, racking your brain, playing tricks on yourself. It seems like a kind of a bit of a stuck energy, a struggling energy. Yeah, it's like wanting to believe something that isn't true or wanting to believe something that isn't there. Yeah, I think it's time to look at the reality, earth energy of the situation and see tangibly what is sitting there right in front of you. I don't think it's them, so I think it's saying focus on what is real, not like the fantasy or the reality, sort of, the Cups energy of, well, one day, Prince Charming will ride in again, and like, I get that, but it's not the time for that energy right now. Now it's time to look at what's practical, how you can build from here, and invest, again, time, energy, love in yourself. Maybe find yourself a good hobby or a steady project that you can go to time and again when you're feeling like this, to kind of move the energy away from sort of that lack versus the opposite, something you can build, something you can tangibly achieve in the coming weeks or months. If you're looking for new love, there might be an earth sign coming in, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, absolutely. Messages with an earth sign. Let's see. Possibly long distance ones. Ooh, look at that, guys. A divine pairing. Yeah, so this may have been a source of heartbreak for a lot of you. But to me, it's like these are much better suited. So, yeah. I would hold out and assume that it only gets better from here. Because, what other choice do you have, really? But that power of positivity, that power of positive manifestation, I think it's actually going to attract what it is that you're looking for. Now, you're going to have to be patient, right? And I know that's hard, especially for my fire signs. But this earth energy, it's very strong. And I mean, they're compatible. King and queen, it doesn't matter the gender, right? It can be same-sex couples included. But these two have a lot to offer each other. They have a lot in common. And they can encourage the growth of their individual lives, but they come together and they kick ass even more, right? Again, I would caution you too that I do see, for some of you, if this is you and you're already, it doesn't have to be married, but in a very exclusive relationship, dating for a while, or you guys have just had the talk, you've decided like this is my person, whatever that means, whether there's a title to it or not. There might still be messages coming from a third party, especially if this person lives at a distance from you. So just putting that out there, word to the wise. All right. Oh my gosh, you have all the people showing up. Oh my gosh, so many people. All right. Well, I'm going to take this as a new message. Let's see. So for my fire signs, you seem to have accomplished something recently and you're very proud of yourself. Metaphorically, I see this as almost someone making a toast to you, or vice versa, you making a toast to someone else. But there's an energy of like gratitude and appreciation for what's recently been accomplished. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be in your romantic life. It's very likely something you achieved in your personal life, in your work life, or maybe it's just, whatever, a health goal, a fitness goal, something. Maybe you passed an exam if you're going back to school or whatever. Yeah, and something about feeling appreciated really, I'm getting sort of like it adds oxygen to the fire. Like it allows you to thrive and grow in new areas. So I think this is just a reminder to make sure that you're with someone who believes in you, who encourages you and motivates you and empowers you and inspires you. All my favorite words, right, when I do my little intro here to Teacup. And if you're not with that person, if you're with someone who holds back, I think for a lot of you, if this is resonating, that's something that's absolutely crucial. That's absolutely vital to my fire signs here in an upcoming relationship, is because I think you would do the same for that person. Typically, fire signs are very much, optimistic and positive people. And again, kind of that almost coaching energy of you got this and let's go and do it and it'll be great. So make sure you're getting that back, because if not, you're going to like tap your own resources. Like you're going to drain your own sort of cup of enthusiasm. Because yeah, a lot of you, it's like you tried to sort of tango with someone who held back, and you ended up getting kind of antsy and needing to move away from that. And I actually think that's positive. So this time around, you may have learned from that, where you might naturally be attracted to someone who sort of has that stoic quality. They don't necessarily wear their emotions on their sleeve, and that's okay. But I think for a lot of you, it's like you realize there wasn't enough compatibility in a relationship to keep it growing and thriving and, like flying, like what's a good word for it? Like above ground. It is keeping you interested and amused. Others of you seem to have come across an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with like a heart of gold. Someone who treats you really, really well. And you may even be discussing possible plans to start a family. You may, if this is, there was a separation at one point, you might be meeting this, if you're dating, whatever, you might be meeting this person's kids from another marriage. And yeah, this person does seem to offer you a great wealth of, I don't want to say validation. I think you have to find that internally. Well, you do. There is no I think. But with that, it's like you want to be with someone romantically who you feel is on your team and rooting for you. That's what it is. That's the key. Not someone who there's almost like this weird competition between you. That's like a giant red flag for unhealthy energy. But yeah, here I'm getting very strong air sign energy: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe it's someone who has a little bit of Cancer in their chart, maybe Pisces or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, there's something about where I actually like this. There's tough love, but at the end of the day, you can come home and this person is gonna whatever it is that you need, give you a big old hug or give you that high five or whatever, that congratulatory, I'm so proud of you. There's something here. But this person, I think what's important too is this person is not. They're not going to blow smoke up your you-know-what. If you didn't kick ass, they're going to level with you and give you constructive criticism. And I actually think that's the key to what the success here is. The praise and recognition comes because it's well earned. It's due to you for something that you've recently accomplished, but it almost takes this person's opposing point of view to get you to the higher ground, to get you to the next level where you're really kicking ass. And maybe something that you were lacking or missing before, this person opens up your perception to see something new and achieve greatness. I really like it. It kind of has like a power couple vibe. Yeah, okay, so there is a strong Cancerian energy coming here through in these two cards, and again, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm not sure these storylines are related. They might be, they might not be. This lack of compatibility that I was talking about earlier, of someone who just doesn't meet you on your level of enthusiasm, that may have also translated into some issue with like an ex where you decided to end it and then this person's like, but why? And they don't get it. It's like, because you weren't stepping up to meet me there, Anyway, all right, that's what I got for love this week for my fire signs. A couple of those look really, really good. Just be cognizant of people trying to peep back into your life. I think Mercury's going retrograde, and that frequently happens, when the planet of communication, slows down its motion. Sometimes you end up hearing things about people from your past. People from your past end up, trying to communicate with you and get some messages out. Anyway, let's talk about money. Money, career, finances, all the financial health issues for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. What can I tell them? Let's see. All right. What up, Leo? I actually see this as like protesting or making some sort of stance against something that goes against like your moral or ethical code. Hold on, I have to pause you guys real quick. All right, guys, sorry about that. I'm recovering from like a head cold and I had to blow my nose. Sorry. Also, every time I start doing tarot readings, that's when all the neighbors decide to bust out their lawnmowers. So I apologize. I know you can hear that. It's annoying as you know what, but we're just gonna power through. All right. Anyway, I see this as I'm hearing the word advocate. Some of you may actually be working with animals or doing something about protecting animals, or even something with like PETA, like humane treatment of animals, and it could be people too. But it's like you're putting like a more nurturing role on, but it's almost like mama bear, like fiercely protective of a cause or an issue that you really believe in, and something, someone, some entity, some group of people have recently like crossed the line, and so you're really taking it upon yourself to like I don't know if it's fight back or yeah, almost like I'm seeing something about like speech writing or at the podium, or it could be quite political, taking a stand against something. And it could definitely be the whole like abortion issue, which I'm not going to get into, but that could totally be what's coming through here. Let's see. Oof, yeah, a major issue that has had major consequences on someone in your life who you're very close to. This could even be about something with like insurance or the medical industry. Yeah, I'm almost getting kind of this idea of like you can't wait any longer. Like it was an issue that was already agitated, but I don't know, for some of you felt like you waited too long to say something, and now something has changed dramatically or drastically, and it's like you have no choice but to step up. Yeah, okay, and use your power of voice. Your power of influence is really big with the Queen of Swords. Fighting for truth, fighting for justice. If information was released and it was contradictory to your beliefs or your ethics, you seem to be taking quite a stand to help guide people, to teach them about areas where they may be lacking. And I know that's very specific. Obviously, it won't be for everyone. But yeah, that's one message that really feels strong. And this may not even have to do with your job. This could have to do with something you end up doing on the side, but you actually really enjoy it. Being an advocate, fighting for a cause. And I think that's important for any fire sign. Like you guys typically have lots of energy, right? So if you're doing whatever, the 9 to 5, and it's not something you're super passionate about, but you see value in it, it pays the bills, whatever, maybe it's a jumping off point to get to somewhere else. Where is all that extra fiery passion going? Are you putting it into passions and hobbies, side hustles? Are you putting it into, whatever, an exercise routine, kicking ass at the gym? For some of you, I think this is a message of you have this, and I mean this in a positive way, this excess energy that needs to burn brightly, right? But if you don't have an avenue to put it into, then it's almost like, I don't want to say wasted, but more or less, I mean this is like a pep talk to you. It's like, you have a lot of zest and fight and enthusiasm, so pour it into something that really matters. I love that for you, fire signs. All right, let's get another one. Teaching being a source of guidance, a mentor in some capacity. Some of you may end up working with children or community members and serving in that role as teacher or again, guiding people through something. It could even be like an instructor of some kind, meditation or whatever. All right. Some of you may be traveling for a job opportunity, and it might actually be something that's rather artistic. It may sort of stray from the traditional path, and I don't even know what that means, but the traditional path of, I don't know, your family, of what you've done thus far. Ooh, but there's money in it. You may actually end up being connected with someone for a job, and you actually had no idea how lucrative it was. It's almost like the earning potential is much, much bigger than you had originally understood. Some of you end up working for someone who's quite wealthy, or if you do art of any kind, you may actually get commissioned to do something that you thought it was just like a one and done. But I don't know, when you meet the person who's signing the checks, you're kind of like, oh, damn, like I had no idea they were so strongly connected, or their affiliation or their network spreads very wide and far. You may end up working for like a subgroup of a company that has just a whatever generic name, but come to find out it's like the owner of, I don't know why I'm hearing sports names like Adidas or Nike, and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea these were affiliated. But anyway, with King of Coins, it says, damn, like the money looks good. This person has a lot of wealth. For most of you, I'm just going to be honest, what I'm getting is it's literal wealth. It's really strong financial abundance. And you seem to be like their apprentice or their intern or something where you're going to have to grow and develop and find your footing. But I do think you have skills that would impress. So this could actually be a very strong opportunity for you. It might involve travel, or you may have to move to accept this position. But I would say the opportunity for growth here is huge. So use your charm, your charisma to network and get to know people. I'm not saying you shouldn't be authentic. You should be. I'm not saying you have to, wine and dine and schmooze people, but you do need to make sure that you're seen. And I think for fire signs, that's important anyway. But yeah, this person's interested for sure. Might involve Scorpio energy. This could also be a career that really transitions you into a new chapter that you've been waiting for a very long time. Something about making this connection could really transform your financial abundance, or again, what it is you choose to do with your life on a more career-based level. Damn, fire signs. And here's the lawnmower. This is driving me nuts. Anyway, we're refocusing. What else about career, money, and finances? Some of you get picked out of a team. If you're working on a team or in some sort of partnership or group, I'm not even sure you're the leader of this group yet, but there's something about your skills and abilities come through the strongest, and so you may sort of be cherry picked out of a bunch of people, and it might actually put you out of your comfort zone. It might put you in a very advantageous position, but your self-doubt could potentially be what crushes you or diminishes your enthusiasm. So again, be aware of your value and your skills. Be confident in what you have to offer, because you were chosen for a reason. So yeah, don't lean into the fear or the, oh my God, I fold under pressure, I can't do it. And I don't think most of you will. I think you just need that gentle nudge of a reminder of how great you are. Yeah, a lot to be learned here. The artisan, the apprentice, I very much see those vibes coming through, especially with this kind of like Virgo energy here too. At some point in time, the student may become the teacher. There might be a connection to this person too that you're not totally aware of, and this might be a different storyline. But yeah, there's something about like a sudden realization of this new work opportunity, and you connect the dots, and there's something more profound about it than you originally thought. It might involve a Scorpio or a Virgo. Yeah, look, a perfect pairing. This could be the husband or the wife of someone you used to know or you used to date, and I'm not saying it gets muddled because of romantic flirtation type stuff. Like that actually has nothing to do with it. It's just wealthy financiers or wealth advisors. I don't know, something to do with big money. Big money. And maybe this person is looking for someone to take their place in the future. Again, with Earth energy, it's going to be slow. I don't think it's going to happen instantly, but the more you sort of are able to show up and put in your best work and effort, you have a very good chance of filling a higher ranking position in this opportunity. Even if it's not like a corporate company and you're not looking to climb the ladder. Some of you are, some of you aren't. It could even be this whole commissioned artist thing. You may end up being like their go-to person to have future works commissioned, or this person tells their friends about you and then you get a whole new stream of income. Like huge opportunities for multiple people to reach out to you for your skills and abilities. Really cool. Some of you may metaphorically serve as like messengers, delivering messages. The Empress, yeah, again, a huge card of wealth, of nurturing your career into the future, celebrating your talents, your beauties, and remember, it's Libra and Taurus, so ruled by Venus, like, kill them with kindness, kill them with professionalism. In fact, that's a really important word here, being professional, not showing up late, not being scatterbrained, having your shit together, coming with the equipment that you need, because there's so much on the line here, and I'm not trying to scare you, this is a good reading. There's so much on the line here, it really is requiring you to sort of step up into a new chapter of maturity, right? Yeah, with the Empress, she has her shit together and she makes it look easy. But make no mistake, like, it's not, right? She's had to struggle too, on her own, but she's gotten to this position and it looks so easy. There's something about kind of being seduced by this lifestyle, because these people have worked tremendously hard, so what they've achieved and what came off the other end, it's just like, oh my god, I want that, but you didn't see sort of like the blood, sweat, and tears that went into it because you're being introduced to these people at the point or the height of success and wealth. So you can get there too, but this sounds negative, but it's not, but you're starting at a different tier or something. So put in the work, put in the effort, think about the long term, the longevity. Don't expect overnight success or Cinderella stories. However, something about this will benefit you in a very unexpected way. So be open to blessings and surprises from the universe. I'm curious to see what this last card is sticking out. The Hierophant, commit. Yeah, you're going to have to commit to it. And actively seek out advisors and mentors. If that's not you now, maybe it's saying brush up on your skills outside of this so that you can come in with all the tools you need to kick ass. Yeah, just watch your mentality and issues involving your self-worth. Even if you're coming from a place where you don't have a pot to piss in, right? Or you have minimal money in your bank account, that is by no means indicative of what you offer to the world. Maybe you're just going through a financial crisis right now. And I'm not saying you will be. I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying you may be feeling like this, but you really need to sort of like revive your mentality, your mindset about who you are and what it is you do in the world, because you come in with, looking dapper with the robe and the hat and the costumes and the scepter or whatever it is, right? You come in kind of offering these great skills, even though on the inside it's like, isn't there some fairy tale like the pauper and the prince or something like that? You don't have to let them see behind the curtain. And I think in a good way. It's not about being superficial or lacking authenticity. Fire signs can put on a show. And I think that's what you have to do here. Even on days where maybe you're not feeling your greatest, take care of your body at home, right? Make sure you're getting rest and eating well. But then when you show up to work, it's not about letting your cards show or letting your hand show. It's showing up with all the bells and whistles, even though you really don't want to that day. It's the days that you don't want to, where you do anyway, that really make the difference here. You have insanely strong cards. Insanely strong cards. Look at you, fire signs. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have Major Arcanas and King and Queen of Pentacles. I would go after this. All right, I'm going to sign off because this effing lawnmower is driving me crazy. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.